What's happening, YouTube? Owen here from Dark Entertainment, the place to hear tales from Wales and afar. If you're into creepy stories donated to us by people like yourselves, then feel free to like and subscribe. Now let's get into the video. And now, the continuation of the Pentyrch incident. After the strangest night in local memory, residents awoke with many questions. What were the military doing in this small area? Why hadn't they been warned of any military training exercises? What was the explosion? And most importantly, what were the bizarre crafts that were spotted all over the area? But things got a lot darker. Kaz Clark left her house and returned to the field, only to find rows of tents had been erected along the hedge line. Each tent was set up with utter precision and all uniform in appearance. This photo was taken by Kaz. According to her, two soldiers approached her with rifles asking what she was doing in the area. They asked her to move on and informed her that they were on a training exercise for the RAF St. Athan. This answer did not sit well with the local residents. Several of them began talking and discussing the loud explosion heard that morning. After a short Facebook search, it was established that the explosion had occurred a short distance away in a local woods called Smilock Woods in Llantrisant. The first thing that the locals noticed in the area was that there was a considerable amount of debris on Llantrisant Common that was stacked up in piles on the side of the path. But this was just the tip of the iceberg. Within the woods themselves, a strange sight awaited them. The trees in one area of the forest were sheared off at the top, with strange white burn marks on the trunks, and the area stank of a burning sulphurous smell. Whilst they were at the site, it began to snow, but this was no normal snow. The snow appeared spongy to touch and was only snowing in that location. This is not the first time that this phenomenon has been recorded. Known as angel hair, it is a strange, stringy, cotton-like substance that seems to be connected with UFO encounters. Possibly the most famous of these incidents was that of Oloron in France. In 1952, a strange cylindrical object was spotted in the skies above. In front of the object were 30 small red orbs, flying in pairs and zigzagging. As these objects passed, it began raining a thin, white, hair-like substance that coated the landscape. This strange sight was witnessed by an entire football stadium of people and made national news. Some of the strands were even saved for examination, only to find that when the vials were returned to the lab, the substance had disappeared. But back to Pentyrch. More strange anomalies began to emerge. Where the pyramid tilted and fired out lightning-type fingers into the field behind her house, there is a patch that nothing grows. Known as the bald patch, there are what looks like to be burn holes in the ground. It had a high degree of electromagnetic readings when it was tested, different to any other area of the field. Patients and staff from the Royal Glamorgan Hospital stated that they heard helicopters firing rockets in the early hours of the 26th of February, and the destroyed trees were quickly removed without anyone noticing by the Forestry Commission. When questioned, they stated that the trees were suffering from larch disease. This also didn't sit well, since larch disease, when identified, usually requires the removal of entire areas of forests. The only area that had actually been removed in Llantrisant was the area with the damaged trees. A short distance away in an area called Colwinston, several residents managed to take photos of strange lights in the sky that appeared to match the descriptions of the pyramid and green-red barrels. Additionally, in 2019, the American Navy released a video taken from the deck of the USS Russell. Shot with a night vision camera, it appears to show not one, but multiple pyramid-shaped craft hovering off the coast of San Diego that match the description of the Pentyrch incident pyramid. Over the next days, months, and even years, Kaz sought to find out exactly what happened that night. She and a few dedicated UFO hunters have continually messaged the Ministry of Defense, the government, and the RAF to find out what happened. The military have stated that they were in the area of the night of the 25th leading to the 26th, but that it was a planned training exercise known as Operation Chameleon. However, when asked about the explosion and the strange craft, the authorities declined to comment under Section 26. Section 26 of the Freedom of Information Act states that the information can be withheld from members of the public if it is in the interest of national security. So what do you think? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe that beings from somewhere else engaged in a firefight with the RAF over the skies above Cardiff? Whether this is a genuine UFO experience or just a monumental RAF cock-up, I'll leave that for you to decide. That's all from us here at Dark Entertainment. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the bell icon and subscribe. We're now on Twitter and Facebook under Dark Entertainment Wales. And if you've made it this far, here's a bonus clip that my girlfriend took when we visited the field in Pentyrch. You can't see me, but I can assure you that the sound of that fox scared the shit out of me until my handler /girlfriend explained to me what it was. Ta-ta!